Satnam everyone. Today we're going to do a practice called the Basic Spinal Energy Series, leading to a movement or a meditation called Sat Kriya. And these are really, really good for if you feel stuck in a stagnant energy, or you find yourself procrastinating on daily tasks, or perhaps there's just some really tough emotion that is just stuck and you can't shift it, like a resentment towards someone, or you keep replaying a situation in your head over and over again. This is a really good thing to do. So to begin with, we'll rub the hands together to generate some nice heat. Hold the thumbs to the sternum, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again and breathe out. And we're now going to chant a mantra. You can listen if you like. It's Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and it basically means I bow to the universal consciousness. I bow to my inner teacher and all the teachers and teachings that have come before, which take us from darkness into light. So inhale to chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One final time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Release the hands to the knees, palms up. Just sit for a moment, become aware of the feeling of your sit bones on the ground. Feel your spine nice and straight. Release your shoulders down your back. Keep your chin slightly tucked in to elongate the back of the neck. And just enjoy the feeling of lightness. And just arrive on your mat or on the ground in this moment to be nice and present for our practice together today. Soften the belly so that you can draw the breath nice and deeply into it. And start to breathe in and out through the nose. Try to match the inhales with the exhales. And just slow the breath. When you're ready, just come with the eyes open. So the first posture, and actually quite a few of the postures in this series, is seated. I'll move back a bit so that you can see the way that I'm sitting. So I sit cross-legged. If you're someone who doesn't have a lot of flexibility in the hips, you may find that you're sitting like this. In that case, it helps to get pillows or something so that you can just support yourself until your hips widen. Or a good idea is to sit on something, because then your knees naturally drop lower than your hips, which is much better for your lower back, because when we sit like this, we're kind of holding the lower back. So get yourself into position. Then you're going to put your hands onto the ankle of whichever foot is in front, and you're going to tilt the pelvis slightly forwards and slightly backwards. It's a very kind of small movement, and you're just going to keep the chin level with the ground. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. It's just a very, very minor movement, and we're going to do that just for a minute and a half. Okay, so close your eyes, try to focus on the third eye in the middle there. Just gently tilt the eyes upwards. Inhale, exhale. You can go at a pace that suits you, and also you don't have to move really far. You can just make it a very gentle movement. It very much depends upon the flexibility you already have. And obviously if it causes a lot of spinal soreness, then ease off. Don't hurt yourself, just honor where your body is at today. Inhale. Now squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor, the sex organs and the rectum. This seals the energy in the bottom. And release. Nice. Okay. So now we're going to come into another spinal flex, but we're going to have the hands on the knees. We're going to be moving this part of the back this time. I'll move to the side so that you can see what it looks like from here. So we're going to gently shine the heart forward and then move it backwards. So it looks like this. The chin will be level, okay? And we're just trying to move the mid back now. Again, inhale forwards, exhale backwards. We're going to be here for about a minute. I'll just start my timer and let's go. If you struggle with this movement, you can lead with the shoulders, moving the shoulders forwards and then backwards. This is really good because it just starts to move every single little vertebra in the spine and to really help the spinal fluid to flow into those discs between each vertebra. The yogis say that you're only as old as your spine. So if we wake up and do this every morning, it really helps. It helps to increase our flexibility, our overall mobility, and also helps you to feel more, just more mentally awake, sharper, as it's stimulating the nervous system, which the central column of which runs through the spine. Okay, and stop and inhale. Squeeze that bottom, that pelvic floor, sex organs, rectum. That's called Mula Bandha or root lock. And release, like I'm facing you again. All right, great work so far. Okay. So now we're going to move into a sort of a spinal twist instead of a flex. So we remain seated. Just put your hands on your shoulders, your fingers in front, your thumbs behind, and raise your arms up to the height of your shoulders. And the head will move with the torso. So you'll rotate this way and that way. You will inhale to your left and exhale to your right. So it looks opposite with me. Okay, and we're going to do this 26 times. Okay, so let's go. Inhale to the middle, squeeze, root, lock, and release. Nice. That's a really, really good mobilization for the shoulder blades. You can feel them move together as you rotate. So we're moving on now to a kind of pumping motion which stimulates the lymphatic system. So we have lymph nodes under our armpits, as well as kind of around here near the neck. So if you hold your left hand in front of your chest, palm facing forward, slightly curl the fingers, and then you're going to connect the right hand to that and slightly pull. This will act as a pivot. So you're going to raise your left elbow, drop your right, and kind of make this motion. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, 26 times again. Let's begin. Pull and squeeze. Hold the breath and relax. You can put the index finger and the thumbs together, palms face up. This is called Gion Mudra. Okay, it's a receptive posture. So we'll just sit here and just feel any shifts in the body, any shifts in energy levels. You might feel a little hum of energy or electricity. You may feel the temperature change by now. We're working with moving energy from the base of the spine all the way up through every single vertebra into the higher energy levels, energy centers of the body inside the brain, the pineal and pituitary glands. Inhale, exhale. Okay. Turn your hands over, put them on your knees. We're going to move into a spinal flex for the cervical spine now and the shoulders. So we're going to move the shoulders forwards and backwards, in which, you know, when we move them back, we're shining the heart forward. And you should feel your shoulder blades kind of joining or moving together. Again, try to keep the chin level. And inhale as you shine the heart forward. Exhale as the shoulders come forward. Okay, we're going to be doing this for about 1.5 minutes again. So let's go. You can close the eyes. I recommend actually you close the eyes with all of these movements, as it's really the feeling of the inner experience which is more important than any external happenings. It also ensures you really check in with your body. You don't want to hurt yourself, so you can slow down movements, you can ease off movements. You don't have to go exactly the same pace as I do. We're almost there. Inhale, squeeze, root lock, and exhale. Very good. Okay, so now we have moved the energy up to near the cervical spine. We're now going to continue to move it up into the cranium. So we're going to come into shoulder shrugs. So we're going to lift them up and inhale and release them and exhale. Okay, all right. So let's begin. You tend to feel a temperature change at this point, perhaps heat in the neck. That's the energy forming in the neck. Sometimes it's colder. Inhale, squeeze, and release. Gently drop the chin to the chin to the chest. And then we're going to do some gentle neck rolls. 5 in one direction and 5 in the other direction. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down. If you find an area that's really tight, you can stay there for a minute, breathe into it, and just massage it. Massage, we have these like very large tendons which come down the neck here, which is it's nice to massage up and down like that. Other side. Just relax that. Okay, and then we can switch direction. When you're ready, just come seated. You stretch your legs out a little bit and shake them off because they might be getting a bit achy after having them in a cross-legged posture for so long. You can even kind of circle the ankles a little bit, get that circulation flowing. And actually, you shouldn't have socks on at all. It's just a little bit cold today. It's really good if you do your practice with bare hands and feet. And cover your head if you can, because it just keeps the energy in, stops you from getting headaches, which is good. Keeps your head warm as well on these cold days. Okay, so we're going to come into a final dynamic movement, and then I'll show you the meditation, which is called Sat Kriya. So we already came into this grip before with the left hand facing forwards, and it's called bear grip actually. Now last time we held it at the chest, this time it's going to be at the throat level, okay? We're going to hold it and pull slightly and inhale and squeeze and hold. Okay. Then we're going to let go and exhale. Try to make sure you exhale all the air out and then squeeze root lock again. This is harder sitting with the air out. Then inhale, move the arms above the head, squeeze, hold the breath. Exhale the air out, but leave the arms where they are. Squeeze the air out, squeeze root lock. Now we repeat. Inhale, drop the arms to the throat. Squeeze root lock. Hold the breath. Exhale and release. Squeeze root lock. Hold the air out. Inhale, raise the arms, squeeze, root lock. Exhale, squeeze the air out. Inhale, drop the arms, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze the air out. One more time, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale the air out, squeeze it out. Inhale and release the arms. It's quite intense, that one. And basically using the locks in the body, the navel, Mula Bandha or root lock, to seal the energy in at the base to ensure that it moves up the body. So essentially all those activities that we've just done have gently woken up the spine and the central nervous system, which is housed in that column. And this helps to remove any blockages, any energy or tension patterns that have formed, so that the energy that we generate in this final posture in this meditation can just move straight up the column of the body and out the crown of the head. Okay, so this is what moves all of the unstuckness, or gets you unstuck, I should say, and powers through all of that stagnancy, and helps you to feel really fresh and revived. So this final posture, ideally, it's in what's called rock pose. So we kneel. Now that is quite uncomfortable for many people, particularly beginners. So if you find that very uncomfortable, what you can do is you can put a cushion underneath the ankles or between the glutes and the ankles, like that. And that takes a lot of pressure off the ankles and the calves. So you can do that. So we're going to sit like that, and then the arms are going to be directly up ahead, like the arms are going to touch the ears. Okay, the head is going to stay straight with the chin slightly tucked in. And the hands, let me come closer to show you this posture. The hands will form what's called a Venus lock, but then you'll extend the index finger. This is the finger that's related to Jupiter, the finger of knowledge or wisdom. You'll also cross your fingers over one another. If you're female identifying, left over right. If you're more male identifying, right over left. If you're non-binary, either or. Okay, and you're going to hold them in that position directly up ahead. Now the final component of this whole thing is the chant. Okay, the chant is Sat Nam. Sat Nam means the truth. Sat Nam is my identity. So the truth is my identity. I and the truth are the same. As we say this, we're going to repeatedly say this and draw in the navel like this. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Okay, the final part of this is to close the eyes and to slightly angle them upwards towards the third eye. Okay, we're going to be in this position for 3 minutes, which may feel like quite a challenge at first. So if you do need to come down at any point, just for a rest, do so. Imagine you're still in the full posture, and then what you can do is just come up again when you're ready. It's important that you just try to come up again. So let's begin. All right, so hands into the Venus lock with the extended index finger. Okay, let's go. Sat Nam, 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 sat, 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 nam, not far to go, sat, nam, sat, nam, just focus on the energy moving up from the base of the spine, up to the crown of the head and out the top of the head, sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Inhale and stretch. Squeeze, root lock. Exhale, but keep the arms stretched. Inhale, stretch up. And release gently down. Stay in rock pose on the knees. Place the palms face up on the knees. Close the eyes and just feel the shift. You may feel heat in the palms. The energy usually manifests as heat. You may feel a temperature shift. You may feel a kind of electrical hum, or just a shift in the emotion from the beginning of the kriya or set of movements, complete set of movements. Okay, when you're ready, come with your eyes open. Or just sit in a seated pose again, cross-legged with Gion Mudra. Just put together the index finger and the thumb. Try to extend the rest of the fingers out. You're sitting in a triangle shape, very powerful, symbolic shape, the triangle. And you just breathe, relax the shoulders. Keep the chin tucked in. And as you breathe, just mentally vibrate the word sat. And as you exhale, mentally vibrate or say the word nam to yourself. Sat, nam, just in your head. Just become aware of the surroundings, your sit bones on the ground, the hands on the knees, any ambient sounds around you in the room. When you're ready, just come with your eyes open. Beautiful. Rub the hands together again. Hold them to the sternum. And we'll just say a long sat and a short nam to close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to chant. Sa. Satnam, Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day. I hope that the rest of your day you manage to shift that has shifted any stagnant energy that you feel, and you are able to go on and have a wonderful day. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.